I just recently picked up a BR05 Streamline. Got this from a seller in Germany, and it said digital, but it's not good. The digital conversion on it's not good at all. It had a really old Markland decoder, so I thought take it apart, refit an ESU lock pilot, 8-pin. I've got the harness there ready for it to go in. I'm going to rip out all this old conversion and redo it. It's got the option for a smoke generator to go in there as well. It's got old incandescent lighting on this, as you can see there. Let's try and focus on that. I'm just going to leave that in for now. I'm not going to update them. You could easily enough put LEDs, but I've not got any spare ones, so just leave it as is. Yeah, to get the body off, you've got to take front and rear bogies off, and then the actual body shell will pop off by squeezing it outwards and pushing it at a certain angle, and that pops off. It's really difficult to get that off without breaking it. You've got to be careful. This version's got the valances, the little shutters down, so it's not showing any valve gear, etc. when this model's running around the layout. Unlike this one, which you can see all the detail inside when it's moving. That's an older, a later version of it. That's quite a nice model. That's a digital one. That's another new one I bought as well for your mum's pack. That came digital from the factory. So this one, just going to install, redo, see if we can get it going. Because, like I say, I couldn't get it going anyway. Cause the decoder, I don't know whether it just wasn't compatible with the ECOS. Just could not get it going at all. Anyway, that's another story. So anyway, got the service sheet here anyway for a breakdown of a LOCO, which is that comes out of my encyclopedia of Fleischmann, which goes back to 1971. This is for all the old LOCOs. It gives you all the information parts. It's a brilliant file system. This, every single LOCO is listed up to the 70s, probably through the 80s as well. It's a really good bit of kit. I bought this at a show, £5. Couldn't believe it. No one wanted it. I thought, oh, I'll have it. Just went up to the guy. Said, yeah, I think I gave him a tenner or something. I can't remember now, but it was a good bit of kit, this. And they used to give it to the shops in Germany for servicing the LOCOs. And it come in a file like that. It's really good. It's well worth getting one of these if you can see them on eBay. Well, I'm working not far away, so it's a bit rude not to call in to Arcadia Models. Not been here for ages. There we go. Right, so what I've done now, I've wired red and black, positive and negative from the wheel sets on this particular model. It takes the power from only the boiler wheels, not on the tender, because it's a really old model. It'll still work alright on the Fleischmann track though, no problem. And then I've just taken that up, fed the wires from underneath. Brought them along, and then the white wire for the incandescent light on the front, which also powers the smoke generator when the lights are on. That's how it is, that's how I wired it up. And the earth, the smoke gen goes through the chassis. It's a metal chassis on this, really well made this one. This particular, it's virtually indestructible, it comes apart so nicely, goes back together again nicely as well. And I've got a lock pilot micro there, which is going to eventually go in a tender. So that's all I need to do on this boiler at the moment. And that's it, I'm just trying out some new stuff. I've just got myself a fume extractor which is running, which uses the filters, and I've also got a new soldering iron station from RS Electronics, which is an electrical wholesaler. That's it. And then I've got my festool trolley which rolls around. All my tools and my layout going here, and I can roll it anywhere I want underneath the baseboards. And that's got the drawers that pull out. I think I've shown it before in the past. It's a brilliant bit of kit. And I've also got the festool, which I will show at another time. This is a festool magnetic light, which you can virtually put anywhere you want, as well as using I've got that light there, and then a magnifying light as well. I've got quite a lot of things going on here. Also got a mince pie, which we're going to have in a minute. On this model as well, you've got to take an earth feed from the chassis somewhere, where I've took it from the pickups on the top, and you've got to bring it through and connect it to the earth on the metal, this bit here, so the rear bulb can work. Otherwise, because there's no pickups on the tender on this particular model. That's another point. So that's how the body's back on the boiler. Cables coming through for the earth, positive, negative, and to control the front light, it's going to have to make a nick on that there to allow the cables just to come through nicely, because that other gap in the middle is for the movement of the pivot on the connecting spring to the tender, like the linkage. It's not a lot of space on this tender, as you can see. It's all taken up by weights. A lot of weight on this LOCO. Even though it's got a metal chassis, it's still got loads of weight. Yeah, I've also got to make sure you put in the clip. It's like a special clip, just so you can it holds the wires and keeps them nice and out of the way when it's going around bends, etc. You could do it another way, but by using tack. But I've put that back in. Next thing to do is to put on there's another pickup here for the cab bogie, and then there's another pickup which has got to be put in correctly here, and then that's it then. I've got a plate out the tender, I ain't got a clue where that goes. Couldn't figure it out because I didn't get any footage of it taking this one apart, which is a bit of a problem, but I'm sure it'll work alright. I think it's a shield for the light. I think it might be a shield for the plastic, stop the plastic overheating on the tender and the incandescent bulb. Yeah, I found out what that metal piece is for. Is it goes in between the tender weight on the chassis, and it's a light to stop the light bleed on the plastic coming through on the back of the tender, so I'm pretty chuffed about that. Found that. Just going to put a cab crew inside there and put it back and get it running, and that'll be it. Just program it up a bit more using the programmer. Just fine tune the lighting and other bits. Hello. Got a visitor.
What's this?
Just a bit of a YouTube video. Okay. That was funny. Yeah, so it's working nice and smooth. A really old model, which is probably, I reckon, about 40 years old, this model. Because the couplings have been updated and some other areas of the model, obviously all the wiring.